The Charlotte Hornets. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
Unfortunately, his block numbers have been going down the last couple seasons. Offensive players seem to have figured out ways to get around him to limit his impact.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5, down low. And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the 3.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
Now, here's Porter. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Pass to Diabate. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 5 now.
With the size he brings to the guard position, you love to see LaMelo assert himself down low.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Demon. Here's Porter. And the shot no good, a bit short. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Ball with the bucket.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. Now Porter jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Here's Diabate. Here's Bridges. The rebound by the Nets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Ball no good.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
And such a valuable guy to...
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Now, here is Miller. He has yet to score. Inside, and it's Miller with the jam.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
It's the Nets now, trailing by 4. Here's Traore. After Demon. Porter in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got 8.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. In second, the Hornets.
you know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want a foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Pass the ball. Now White. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And among the talented VIPs in attendance, Little Tech is here. I wonder if tonight's game might be a source of lyrical inspiration.
I wouldn't doubt it. Nets fans know Lil Tecca can write just about anywhere, from a studio, live event, even on video game party chats.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. 1:04 left in the first. White finds ball. And the Hornets miss again.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Mann. Gunable with the rebound. Charlotte trailing. Outside, Ball. And a lot of contact on that one. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it... And again for three.
And he shattered the franchise single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So, for the Nets, Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Williams comes in for Porter. And Saraf's subbed in for Demon. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that one falls for Mann. He's off on the second. And he nails the third. 11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. James outside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. It's stolen. Got it up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Tie game in Brooklyn. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got Bridges. Kobe White is out there with James. Then it's McNeely. Nobody near Williams. That three off the mark. The Hornets shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Pass to McNeely. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. It's good from long range. McNeely's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Saraf. James covering. Out to the wing. I'm deep. Saraf can't hit. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And really showed that was the price of admission.
One thing we know about Miles Bridges, he is willing to put his body on the line. Tremendous focus to get his shot opportunity there.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Conley's checked in, and it's Michael Porter in for Williams. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for the Hornets. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Mann. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Here's Wolf, the kick out to Porter. Clock at 6. Pass to Traore. Here's Mann. And again, it's Brooklyn with a 3.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
White the pass to Bridges. Here's Miller. The shot from the low post is good.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Nets trail by 4. Here's Traore. That shot, no good. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Miller. Brooklyn with the rebound. Down low. Here's Porter. Pass to Wolf. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Zaire Williams comes in for Mann. The Hornets also changing it up. Knipple comes in for McNeely. And it's ball in for Kobe White. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Porter. Here's Miller. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Porter passes to Claxton. Porter inside. Bridges with the board. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Ball, and the rejection by Claxton. Outside Porter, pass to Clowney. Back to Porter. Here's Clowney. To the wing on the left. Traore, and that one is stuffed right through.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Miller finds Bridges. Back to Miller. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Nets trail by 3. Pass to Claxton. Back to Williams. Here's Clowney. Defended by Bridges. Got a piece of it. To the inside. Ball. And he comes up with the deuce. Ball's got 9 points.
Well, the great length and the great size of the backcourt, LaMelo Ball continues to improve as an interior scorer.
There's Porter with the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Here's Miller. That shot off. The Nets have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. The shot's good from Claxton.
Boy, on Claxton's drive, that ability to cover ground quickly can be such a difference maker. That is such a quality move.
Here's Knipple. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The kick out to Porter. And again, it's Brooklyn with the 3.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Miller. Drives to the hoop, and he banks in the layup. Miller's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside, Ball. Here's Knipple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight. Picked off in midair. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hornets ahead. They lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the stand. And that is.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Demons out there with Traoré. And it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the Nets 5.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Outside, Ball. Out to Bridges. And it's off from three-point range. Brooklyn trailing. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Oh, Brandon Miller with the pretty feed.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Here's Ball. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
And Knipple with the basket on the assist by Ball. And that's 13 points for Con Knipple. Demon, that's good. Demon's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass the ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And finished off by Porter.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game, very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Porter with the steal. Jumps up. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Sinks the triple.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And the Hornets making a change here. White's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
You know, he gets them the lead at the free throw line despite the one miss.
Pass to Knipple. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Here's Wolf. And that one is hammered home.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
White, bounce pass. Now, Knipple. He's got 19. And good that time.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
To the right side. Stolen by Knipple. It's stolen. Here's Wolf. Pushes it down to finish the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
To the wing right side. There's a minute 34 left in the third. And the rejection by Claxton. Pass to Wolf. To the left side wing. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Timmon, that's good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
From outside the arc, Hornets with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9, and it's Ball in the corner. Here's Bridges. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Traore. Here's Wolf. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Wolf got 7 points in the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Wolf. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's White. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, man, that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Hornets lead by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Williams is out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's White. Man with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Saraf. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for Charlotte. 3-point lead. It's deflected. Here's Mann. White covering. Wolf passes to Sharp. Got a hand on it. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't.
The ruling on the floor
Officials
stands.
can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Salon. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Hornets leading by 3. Pass to Miller. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Salon, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wolf, no good. Charlotte's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. There's 8, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to do a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Nets trail by 5. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
I like this throwback approach they're taking. Looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
It counts, and the foul. It goes on Igor Demin.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the free throw, no good. Nets trail by 5. Pass to Claxton. Now Porter. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. 6 to shoot. From outside. put back, trying again. Porter outside. With the clock winding down.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Now Miller. Bridges outside. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Oh, the jumper goes.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Now Porter fires the three, knocks down the three.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Torres checked in for Surratt.
Now checking in for Brooklyn, number 8,
Here's Diabate. Claxton covering. Oh, good on the layup. Here's Porter. 1:30 left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touched by Ball. On the clock. Now Porter. Yep, that's going to go in.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
That one is good.
And LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
Nets trail by 4. Porter outside. Takes the three. Buries the deep ball.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. To tie it up. And down goes the three.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Outside, Ball. Got it to go off the glass.
LaMelo Ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation. This guy unafraid of big shots.
Now Claxton. Porter outside. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lots of room. It falls.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Porter fires. Misses the three. Launches from deep. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against